Alright guys, so this is my RC4 Drive Trail Finder 2, and I've been having a few problems with it, like this first of all. You'll probably hear that, but terrible grinding in the front differential. And all I believe I need to fix that is one little spacer, like that, if you can see that. There you go. So I'm going to start by taking off the tire with a 4mm nut on it. No, 7mm nut on it, sorry. Have a little tray, magnetic tray right here. Some other extra parts on it. Haven't used it in a while, but I'm just going to stick those on there so I know where they go. These actually make pretty good, the tires themselves make pretty good tire stands. So I'm just going to go ahead and take off the other one. You can also use this one as a stand. You don't have to. Works pretty well, so I will, but just an option. So now it's all propped up, and you can see pretty much everything in there. Alright, so what you're going to want to start with is taking off those two screws in there with a 2mm hex driver. This is just a dynamite, say it on there? This is a dynamite drill bit set. Not drill bit set, hex bit set. See that? Yeah, so these two screws are kind of hard to get at, but I like extending that pretty much all the way so you can get a good angle on it. These I've taken out before and they've stripped a lot, so I'm just going to be careful not to strip them again. The one farther forward is not as bad to get out. Don't know if you can see that. You get the idea. So there will be two more just like that on the other side. And I just put WD-40 all over my workbench so it slides around pretty easily, so I can get at pretty much anything with no problems. You really want to make sure not to strip these out, because I have, and what I've done to get them out is used a Dremel to cut a slit in them. That's been the best way to get a strip screw out that I know of so far. But I've heard people that they can use duct tape or balloons to put in the head of it, put in the hex driver, and then just pop it right out somehow. But I like sticking with the Dremel. Okay. What the heck? Alright. So, next to take off the shock. This truck was originally a kit. They now do sell an RTR, but I bought this before they came out with the RTR. I'd rather get this because it has a 2-speed transmission in it, and you can choose to put whatever electronics you want in it. That's a big bonus. So, pretty much every kit you do. And there is a screw and a little spacer that comes out of that. Don't know if you can see that, but there you go. Then on the other side, this is probably the easiest way to disconnect the shocks, because then you don't have to worry about taking them off up here, because the nut is on this side and the screw's on the other side. It's kind of hard to get at that, so I'm just doing it from the bottom. One of these I know for sure is stripped, so I'm just going to go ahead and use the Dremel, if I can find it. Just got to change the bits on it, so I was using it earlier. Here we go. You want to make sure not to hit that. So I'm just going to do let's go ahead and take that screw right there, take that right off, so I do not damage the steering links. That's just one simple screw. So, there we go. Sorry I haven't posted a video in a while, but I've been kind of busy. So, Dremel. You just want to cut a slit. Not sure if you can see that right in there, but cut a slit. Focus. Come on. Right in the screw. So now I can fit a flathead bit in it. Just gotta reposition the stand. There we go. Alright, so if I could just find a flathead bit, or a flathead screwdriver. These are some of the best ones to use because they're the thinnest. So, just get that right in there. And I don't know why I had a nut on the other side, but this truck has kind of been falling apart lately because I didn't put a Loctite in it when I put it together. Probably should have. I did not have any with me. I'm just going to have to cut a little bit bigger of a slit in that. Or I could even just cut a T so I can use a Phillips. That's what I'm going to do. Sorry, that's what I'm going to do. That should be good. Just do a little bit more. That should be great. That's just bigger Phillips head bit. Don't know if you can see that, but get the point. So that just, and that's not going to work at all. I've been trying to get it out, but I can't, so I'm just going to try to get it out from the top, also with the 2 millimeter wrench, if I can find the right size. There we go. This might not work either, so if it doesn't, I'll have to try to figure something out. Sorry. Trying to find a hex wrench. Like a T-wrench. Those are like one of the most, not valuable, but like one of the best RC tools. So you should always keep those when you get them. I have 11 cars, but I cannot find even one. Found one. Just gotta dig it out. So I can't get it out from the bottom. Tried pretty much everything. But I'm going to go out from the top with a T-wrench and a 2 millimeter bit. And that just came right out. Okay, so that's what came out of it, pretty much. Just a nut, lock nut. So just slide that through. Try to at least. Alright. So now both the front shocks are loose. There we go. There he is. Alright. So, pretty much the last part holding it on is the steering. don't know if you can see that in there, but that's the last screw holding pretty much all of it on, the holding front axle on. So, same size